If you want to buy cheap Ultimate Team coins, go and check out MMOPO.com and use the discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 8% off your order. Hi guys, welcome back to a new season. We are now on Season 6, as you can see, with 42 days remaining, or 41 days and 21 hours remaining to complete all of the Season 6 objectives. I've just done a video on my main channel talking about the level 15 picks and the level 30, so go check that out if you missed it. Ezekiel Gaming HD is the channel. We're on Ezekiel Foot today because we have two new objectives to complete. We have team of the season so far, Thuram, French striker. I think he was a left mid in form because I had to use him in my Road to Glory once to complete Headliners player. He didn't feel very good, but this card is a much bigger upgrade over that card. And we also have team of the season so far, Tony, as well. Now, these objectives are separated into squad battles and also online games. The good thing about this is they are actually quite easy to complete. I don't think these challenges are too challenging, funny enough. And, you know, things like low-driven shots, those ones are really annoying. There's no low-driven shots. Out of the two cards, they're pretty much even. Like, one's 88, one's 89. That makes them slightly more valuable for SBC fodder. Both of them have 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot, which is a real big letdown for me. I don't know about you guys, but I hate using players that have 3-star skills or 3-star weak foot. If they do have one or the other, they need to have like 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills to make up for it. So 3-star on both of these is a real disappointment. But if you want to complete the objectives to maybe have a first owner for these nationalities, it may come in useful in the future. We don't know what happens after Icon Swaps 3. They might start to release objectives similar to what you needed to do to get a token. So without further ado, let's start off with the online stuff for Thuram. So, scoring strength. Score 2 goals in 2 separate rival matches using players with minimum 85 physical stat. That's quite simple. You obviously have to score 2 goals with players with 85 physical. It doesn't need to be the same player with 85 physical. It could be 2 players in your team with 85 physical or more. Obviously, the best thing to do is stack up your team with loads of them that have 85 physical so that you can complete this objective a lot easier and you don't have to like specifically look for an attacker to pass to or even a midfielder. The next one is creative crosser. Assist with a cross in 2 separate rival matches using Bundesliga players. Again, I always say this, but for anybody that's new to this, you don't actually have to cross in the air for a header. You can actually just cross on the ground. It's similar to an RBA pass or a low driven pass. All you have to do is hold the right bumper on Xbox, I think it's R1 on PlayStation, and then press the X button or the cross button. That way the ball will bounce along the ground and it will count as a cross, and then you get your objective completed very comfortably. And the good thing is, assist with a cross in 2 separate rival matches. You don't even need to win the game, and it's only 2 crosses. I've seen some challenges that, you know, you need like quite a lot more, I think 4 or 5, and you might need to win the game as well. I don't know if that's on those crosses, but this is definitely a lot easier than what I was expecting for a team of season player. But the next one is finesse finisher. Score a finesse goal in 5 separate rival matches. It's not wins. Using Bundesliga forwards. I'm so used to them putting in wins that I thought it'd be wins. But yeah, this one again is going to be quite simple. You can use, I already have a few players in mind which you can use to complete all of these objectives at once. Of course, you can do this with pretty much anyone, but players with the finesse shot trait find it a lot easier to score finesse shots. I know, who would have thought? But when you go to take a finesse shot, the curve is an attribute which is taken into mind, and it allows you to bend around the actual goalkeeper. So a high finishing stat with high shot power as well helps, but it's more important to have finishing and also the finesse shot trait. Terrific Thuram. Score and assist in 6 separate rival matches using French players. So because this is wins, it's going to be harder. You might have to complete not just 6 games, you know, 8 games, 9 games, 10 games to get all of the wins. I still think that you can do this in about an hour and a half, maybe even an hour if you're good, because you're getting rage quits, and a lot of people are completing objectives when this comes out. So if they go 1 or 2-0 down, sometimes they just quit if they feel that you're a better player and you're already winning the game. So this could actually be done, I think, yeah, in 90 minutes at least. So this is the route that I've gone down with the Bundesliga players. The main reason why is Lewandowski. His 92 rated team in the group stage card is only 120,000 coins, and you're getting a top tier card here. He's got 86 physical. You need to score in, score in two games? 2 goals in 2 games, and you don't need to win the game. And then you also need to score with Bundesliga players or forwards, basically, from Bundesliga. So make sure your Gnabry and your Kingsley Coman are left wings and right wings, not right mids or left mids. It doesn't count. They count as midfielders if you have them as left mids or right mids. The other one as well is the finesse shot trait. Now, Lewandowski does have the finesse shot trait. He's obviously amazing at shooting in general, but his shooting specifically for finesse shots is going to really excel. So it's going to be very easy to do the objective with him. And then when it comes to substitute guys, obviously you can use any French player. I'm not even going to bother showing you French players. You can use any French players to substitute on, get goals and assists. Once you've scored 2 goals with Lewandowski, try to substitute on some more French players into the team. Obviously you have players like Tolisso as well, which could link with Lewandowski, but the 3 players you have on the pitch here is enough. You can just go and build a team from any league, anything you've got in your club. It doesn't matter. The attack here is going to be enough to complete the objectives for Thuram. Now for team of the season so far, Tony. As I said, you can complete this in Rivals as well. And I'm actually going to show you a full squad, which comes to about 200,000 coins, which you can use in Rivals. And it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be just as good as a 200k sweaty team because the players are super low rated. They are very cheap for their ratings and everything, so I really can't wait to show you that. So score in 4 separate squad battles matches on minimum world class difficulty or in Rivals using at least 1 player from each EFL league in your starting squad. So that's Championship, League 1 and League 2. We'll keep that in mind. Give and get goals, assist and score in 3 separate squad battles matches on minimum professional difficulty using EFL League 1 players. Again, we'll get to that in a second. Through Tony, assist 2 goals with through balls in 3 separate squad battles matches on world class difficulty or Rivals again using English players. So this one's going to be probably the easiest one to do. And then Posh Precision, score a finesse goal in 5 separate squad battle wins on minimum world class difficulty or Rivals using players with minimum 85 pace. Now this one you need to score a finesse goal and win, not just in squad battles, but I think in Rivals as well. So this one could be quite challenging. The good thing is minimum 85 pace, pretty much everybody that is in the team has 85 pace. So you can score a finesse goal with everybody. So let's go ahead and show you a squad which you can do to complete this team of the season so far, Tony. So here it is. As I said, it does come in at about 200,000 coins. There's actually 3 players. I was going to say the 2 players. There's 3 players that are not part of the team of the season. That is Rashford and Sancho. You could go for another English, I think, left wing that is in the team of the season, but I think Sancho is better. He's about 40,000 coins as well. We also have Pickford in goal. Now the thing you need to have to complete one of the challenges is to have an English 2, 3 and 4 sides. So if we have a look at the teams, you've got 1 in the middle here, 1 on the left here and a couple down here. Which funny enough, I actually went to school with this guy. I think he was either 1 or 2 years below me and his brother was in my year, which is really strange that he's all of a sudden got a team of the season. I didn't even know that he was doing well enough to get a team of the season card. That's mad. Props to him, man. But yeah, this is going to be the squad that you can use. Of course, everybody in the attack there is English. The only player that isn't English is our left back. Now, when it comes to scoring a finesse, of course, you could do it with everybody. Rashford is just amazing in this game. He doesn't have the finesse shot trait, but Sancho does. He has the finesse shot trait and the outside the foot shot trait. Even though his in-game stats aren't amazing, he's only got 82 finishing and 71 shot power. I think his shooting is a little bit better than that in game. So what we're going to do now is go and have a look at the in-game stats and what chem style I would put on these players and where I'd play them and maybe how I would use them in game. So let's have a look. First of all, we're going to start off with Thuram. Let's scroll down. So the first thing I see about this card is his shooting's very good. His pace is very good, but there's still room to push it up more with a chem style. His balance is particularly low. He's got 96 dribbling though, 82 agility. It's going to be a very mixed bag in the dribbling sense. Like sometimes you might feel good, and then sometimes that 64 balance is going to be noticed. If you put a sniper on him, it boosts his finishing. His shot power is already amazing. I think that is probably the route that I would go down. You're getting a boost on most of the things. The only thing that you're missing out on is an extra 2 dribbling because you're maxed out now at 99 dribbling. And because he's fast enough, he's got 94 sprint speed, or top speed is what I like to call it, with 99 strength. So once you're in front, or even if you're side by side with a centre back, most of the time they're not going to be able to push you off the ball because I think he's got quite a big body in game. He weighs 87 kg. Traits wise, he has nothing. I think sniper is the best way to go. Of course, you can go down the route of hunter chem style. You're not making the most of the boost to shot power because he's already maxed out there. He's going to have 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, but if you've got low balance and agility, is that sprint speed and pace going to feel good? That's the question. Of course, another route you could do is the engine chem style, get a bit of pace there, which you're getting all of that boost from +5 to acceleration and sprint speed. Also +10 to balance, which is the biggest upgrade there. You just don't get anything to your composure. Your passing gets upgraded too. His finishing's already fantastic, but the freestyle skills, freestyle weak foot, shooting on your weak foot with no shooting upgrade may be a little bit of a problem. I don't know. So I would personally play around between Sniper and Engine. I think those two are probably the best ones. The good thing is they're quite cheap as well. Hunter is a lot more expensive. So yeah, it's either a Sniper or an Engine. Of course, if you're on the wings, I would say Engine is the way to go. If you're more of a striker, it's probably best to go with Sniper. Now, if we have a look at Tony, you can actually see that his stats aren't massively different. The good thing about this card, and probably why I think it would be a better card, is because he has 90 balance. That's a really big stat, especially for someone like myself that I like a good dribbler on the ball. You know, like I'd prefer to have a small player like Ben Yedder. I don't actually use Ben Yedder, but I prefer those types of players. Messi, for example, anyone that can dribble the ball really well. Obviously, freestyle skills though, oh, it's so annoying. He's got 93 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, so a tiny bit slower, but he's got more acceleration there with 99 agility, 85 dribbling, 86 strength, which is still very high, 86 stamina as well, 91 aggression, like 99 jumping too, damn. So 5'10", 93 short passing, 84 vision. You don't need to upgrade his passing. Again, if we go and have a look at some chem styles, I think well, the thing is you don't really need to boost his dribbling as much because it's still good. But if you put an engine on him, you're getting a nice, but you're going to get his balance to 99. His passing is going to go up. Doesn't really need it because of the short passing and vision. His shooting is still very good, but what would happen if you put, say, a Hawk chem style? I think maybe a Hawk. So the Hawk is going to boost up his strength to almost the same as Thuram. His aggression is also, let's compare it to Thuram. So Thuram's aggression is at 62. Aggression is something that coincides with strength. And there are so many players that are really strong when they don't have aggression, and it's noticeable. There are players that have high aggression and barely any strength, and they seem to win the ball a lot. So I know he's a striker and he doesn't do this a lot, but it's still important occasionally to surprise a defender if they go to get the ball. Their high aggression is going to win them back the ball. So a Hawk chem style could be really useful here. You're going to get a big boost to, or you know, completely max out his finishing and shot power, positioning, and also his sprint speed and everything's going to be good. Because his balanced agility, I think that is probably the best chem style. I mean, as I said, you could go Sniper, you could go Engine, but I think Hawk is actually the best one. I don't often use Hawk on people this year because of the meta's changed, but I think Hawk is the best one to go for. So guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you have found it useful to some extent, whether that's the chem styles or building a team to complete Thuram or Tony. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Like, most of you guys aren't subscribed when you watch these videos, which is crazy to me. So make sure you subscribe and also drop a like, and I will catch you later for hopefully next week or Tuesday, another objective for team of the season so far. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.